Welcome back, episode 22, No Cap Sports Podcast. And we back to y'all with another episode this week. But before we get started, I just want to give a big shout out to the Seattle Storm and Breonna Stewart for winning the WNBA championship in the Wobble, man. It's big. So, Josh, you got it from here, my boy.
Yeah, appreciate that. I seen that. I think last night. Yeah, Sue Bird, she was really dominating the WNBA. But to order to play basketball, I bet they had some little hype pregame music, some music to get them in the zone, to do what they do on that court. Mr. Hayes, give me a couple of songs for your pregame playlist, before you go to battle, to get you right.
Pregame playlist. I say the need.
Not the whole joint, just a little bit.
I know,
just
but
the
I'm thinking
essentials.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking give you my three needs. Like I gotta listen to these before the game. You know what I'm saying? I need that. I need That's What's Up by Yo Gotti. I need Never Had It by Young Thug and Young Dolph. And I gotta have what's my third just go to? I need that Check by D Move. Need that. And We Back by Young Stunners. Those are the four I need.
Oh yeah, he was okay. I like that. Not a lot of people gonna know about it. Don't get in trouble. I like your list. There's a lot of old school stuff, a lot of central localized stuff. Mr. Law, Mississippi Man, when you were an athlete. What was your pregame music?
Yeah, you already know. Had to throw it back to Chief Keef. Kobe, gotta play that.
Oh.
Yeah, that Kobe is
Freestyle 8 by D Mooley, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, you already know. That get me hyped up. Freestyle by Little Baby, that's always gonna get you hyped up, keep you on track. So those will probably be my top three songs. First three that come to my head. Any Chief Keef though, that made me want to run through a wall.
Wait, hold on, bro. Can I tell a story real quick, bro?
Go for it, bro. It better be worth it.
Vance, remember we played at Barry your senior year, bro? And they played that Shawty Low while we was warming up, bro. That they know, bro.
Yeah. Where was this at? Barry, where is it?
It's in Georgia, bro. Like right outside of Atlanta.
Shawty Low.
Right before the game.
This was recent.
We warming up.
It was hype,
2 years ago, bro.
That's lit.
It was so turned.
That's lit for real. I can't lie to you. Unfortunately, not to disparage, the musical festivities that occur at your games, but nothing, hits like a HBCU band in the background to a football game. It just gives the place that atmosphere, that rhythm, that hype. So if y'all don't know, 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne just came out with an HBCU themed song, Moneymaker. PV was like, we had like a 7.9 nanosecond appearance on the video, but at least we're on there. I ain't mad at it. But in order to celebrate that, we're gonna be looking at the historic career of Dwayne Carter, the greatest person to ever touch a microphone. And I found something rather disturbing right before we came on air, that Nick does not frequent Lil Wayne. I understand. Go ahead, explain yourself. Go ahead, explain yourself.
That's just not what I grew up on, bro. Like growing up, bro, my dad's favorite rapper was Too Short, bro. Like I listened to straight
Where your dad
West
from?
Coast. My dad is from Memphis.
Too Short, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how I grew up, bro.
Him
and Gotti, bro. Too Short and Gotti, bro. That's how I grew up.
Too Short, two players. But let me let me slide at Mr. Van. Somebody that had some type of taste. What is your favorite Lil Wayne album or mixtape?
Ooh, my favorite album was definitely. I remember I was in 9th grade, so that was like 2011. That Carter 4 dropped. That was my favorite. Carter. I mean, everybody loves Carter 3, but I'm always gonna go hard for Carter 4. I know most of the songs on there.
I like the Carter 3. I mean, the Carter 4 probably has more songs that I actually enjoy. Just got it written out right here. But the Carter 3, man, it just, takes me back to a certain, period of time in my life. And that's what music's supposed to do. So, Lil Wayne, I got right here, I have the top 5. I got the Carters ranked, actually. I have 3, 4, 2, 5, and then 1. Because 5 was a disappointment. I can't lie to you. Y'all feel the same way?
I wasn't a fan.
I mean,
of
I
it,
still like some of the music, but
listen,
for the wait to be that long and for it to be that hyped up, man.
Give me Barter 6.
You said Barter 6.
Yeah, give me Barter 6.
Okay, yeah, but you know, Young Thug is Lil Wayne's son. You feel me?
You can say that.
It's just so crazy. Lil Wayne got so many different styles of rapping that like nobody. He's the Michael Jordan of the rap game. Nothing else to it. You feel me?
I'm not gonna argue with you on that, bro. He's definitely on the Mount Rushmore of rap, bro, hands down.
Nah, I mean he is, but like he, the first one they built. You feel me? Like before they got any of the other heads in. I don't know who you put on y'all rap Mount Rushmore. I get with Jay-Z.
Jay-Z
on your rap Mount Rushmore.
I mean, I respect them, but I don't just listen to Jay-Z.
It ain't always about what you. It ain't always about that, you feel me? Just to put some respect on the ones that paved the way. Would you put Drake on your rap Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Ooh, look how he look. Yo, hold on, Vince. You was confident in that one.
Yeah, bro. So, I mean, it's an easy list for the most part. So you gotta have Wayne, you gotta have Tupac, Drake. So that's those three are under. So the fourth one, you gotta break it down between Biggie, Jay-Z, maybe even Kanye, bro. If you really just riding that wave.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my bad. But now, since we talked about the ghost of the rap game, let's talk about the worst of the NFL, man. When I say the worst of the NFL, I'm talking about the NFC East. Yes, yeah, I'm looking at you, Vance. Your Cowboys part of that trash division, bro. So talking about the NFC East, bro. Right now, the division as a whole, a division with 4 teams, has a combined 3 wins on the season, bro. So right now, looking at the NFC East, Eagles are holding down the first spot, record 1-2-1. Washington in second, 1-3. Cowboys third, 1-3. Giants at the bottom at 0-4. And so even though the teams are stacked up like this, the Cowboys are third in the division, but they have they're the best team in terms of point differential on the season. So now let's kind of get into these teams and talk about, what's going wrong with each one and what they need to do to improve, starting with the Eagles. So the Eagles get their first dub on Sunday against the 39ers. I just call them the 39ers because, they're missing 10 key guys on both sides of the ball.
That was funny. I laughed on the inside.
So does that win give the Eagles hope to y'all? What do y'all think about them getting their first win on the season?
You start, Nick. I want to hear your opinion first.
Well, to me, bro, I think, cool, you get a win. That's a morale booster, but they're still not a good team, bro. You just got to look at the injury report, bro. They went into Sunday's game without their top 3 receivers, Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, and Jalen Reagor, who they drafted in the first round this year. And they're also still, they're missing a lot of depth on the O-line, too, with Jason Peters being out, Brandon Brooks tearing his Achilles in camp, and then Lane Johnson being in and out of the lineup. So it's just a team that's, like, really devoid of talent, not devoid of talent, but it has a lot of injured talent on the offensive side of the ball. And you combine that with Carson Wentz, who's been playing absolutely terribly this year, it's just not a winning recipe to me down the line. So you can make that face all you want, bro, but the man has thrown 7 picks in 4 games, bro.
I mean, Brett Favre is a Hall of Fame quarterback. He has the record for interceptions. So I mean, I understand your perspective, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Carson Wentz, Brett Favre.
It was just an analogy, sir. Go, Vance. I'm gonna hear your opinion next.
I mean, that team is it's poor on both sides of the ball. Their D-line at front 7 is pretty nice for the Eagles. I got to give them credit where credit's due. But this is like the first time I ever seen the Eagles just be mediocre on offense. Like, my whole life I've known just them to have a good quarterback. From McNabb, they had Vic in there for a little bit.
Even Kevin Kolb was good with them.
Yeah, it's like the Eagles' offense has always been like top 10 in the league, bro. I mean, they've always been decent. And just to see them, I mean, you can't really blame them. Well, injuries played a big part with the O-line, especially, Jason Peters out for the season. Jason Kelsey, he's also been injured. Travis Kelsey's big brother. That whole O-line, just about 4 out of 5 starters that were projected for week 1 aren't even playing and aren't playing anytime soon. So I mean, Carson Wentz, first of all, he's overrated. You know, he had one really good season, you know, but I mean, a lot of quarterbacks have also. So, I'm gonna say the Eagles, they're gonna drop. They're gonna be very mediocre, probably like around the 6-10, 7-9 range.
Yeah, I
It's
can
crazy.
definitely see that.
It's crazy that that'll probably win that division 7-9. I mean,
It won it last year, 7-9. Won the
that's what I'm
division
saying.
last
Like analyzing the Eagles specifically, you know, y'all alluded to it, banged up, injuries on both sides of the ball. You know, they at once probably had one of the best lines in the league, and now it's probably one of the worst because, you know, like you said, Brooks, Peters, Lane Johnson. So Carson Wentz back there running for his life. You know, the one good thing I can probably say, you know, from the little red zone clips I've been watching, Miles Sanders, their run game has somewhat been consistent still. You know,
Yeah.
Miles Sanders is a good back, and it's crazy to watch. You know, that online, you know, still get moving on people. You know, still be able to create holes for Sanders to run through. And I don't know who their second back. It's not a Giant no more.
Boston
But
Scott.
oh yeah, I don't know who that is. But thinking, just looking at the Eagles, they're probably at the best quarter. Nah, I'm definitely not gonna say that. Nah, second best quarterback in the division right now. They're in a fortunate spot, a messed up fortunate spot for them, and yeah, they'll probably end up being 7-9 and winning the division. So
No, all right. Speaking of quarterbacks, bro, you said he's the second best. The Redskins did Haskins wrong, bro. Since we're gonna keep it in the NFC.
I can't. Are we gonna talk about that now, or we gonna save it?
I mean, we can go and talk about it, man. We gotta talk about the Washington.
I mean, I understand. You know, we gonna always put off on our people, but dude was for sure some mid. Last would be our third. He was.
Bro, his O-line is trash.
I mean, I understand.
That's even worse.
I understand that.
That's worse.
That don't make it no better.
No, bro. Let me throw two things at you, bro. You got an off season, a short off season due to a COVID pandemic. You got a whole new coaching staff and a revamped front office because everything that went on.
But you just give it a reason why.
No, bro. And you try to learn a whole new system, and then they trade for their quarterback from last year. That's a situation that was set up for Haskins not to be successful. You can say whatever you want, but Rivera and Scott Turner didn't see Haskins being the future, so they moved on to Kyle Allen. They knew that when they took the job day one, and it has shown, bro. Why would you go out and trade for Kyle Allen when guys like Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, and Andy Dalton are still available, bro?
They even brought Alex Smith back, bro. So
exactly,
bro. Alex Smith get out there. He's gonna be they're gonna be calling him Po Little Tink Tink once he gets done after one game, bro.
Wow.
Behind that O line is trash. Trash.
I mean, I understand. I feel like you're just giving, parameters for, Haskins' failures. But let's actually talk about those failures. He's last in the league in QBR with 30.6. That's horrible. 27th in completion percentage at 61%, which is not actually, that bad, but still towards the bottom of the league. And 26 in yards per pass attempt at 6.43. And he's definitely not Drew Brees. He doesn't have the same weapons, that somebody like that.
I'm glad you said he doesn't have the same weapons, bro, because that's part of the problem in Washington too, bro. When your best receiver was drafted in the same class as you, bro, that's a problem. They're not investing in the talent around Haskins to make sure he's set up for success. Think about what the Broncos did with Drew Lock, bringing in Cortland Sutton, bringing in Jerry Jeudy, fortifying that O-line so he could be successful. You're throwing Haskins into a situation
you
where
Drew Lock like he just been uber successful this season now. Didn't he just get benched or something like that?
No, he got hurt, bro. He got hurt. Missed the show though. But anyway, just looking at from the front office moves, they're investing in Drew Lock to be successful. The Redskins have not. I mean, the Washington football team has not done that.
In that 2 years though, you don't even really look and evaluate a quarterback until you 3.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's only started, I want to say 11 games, bro. He's only started 11 games and he's thrown less than 350 passes. And you're already benching him, bro. That's a problem. Whether you like it or not, bro, that's a problem.
He was 15th overall, first round pick.
15th overall.
You gotta. I mean, that's still a first round pick. I understand that he has a lot of things that's working against him, and the Washington front office hasn't put him in the best position at all by any stretch of the imagination. But with that pick and that value, you're expecting to draft a franchise game changing type of player. And Haskins, it's not only that Haskins hasn't been that, he hasn't even shown the signs that he could really get that.
No, bro. Draft night, everybody said this is a guy you have to let sit and develop, bro. You got to think he only started 1 year at Ohio State. Only started 14 games while he was at Ohio State, bro. That's not a lot of experience for a quarterback to just come in and just dominate the NFL, bro. It doesn't work like that, bro. Look how Mr. Trubisky turned out. He was in the same situation. And by no way am I comparing Dwayne Haskins to Mr. Trubisky, because I think Dwayne Haskins is 10 times better. I'm just saying, bro, similar situation. He was a products quarterback. Like, we got to get him, let him sit for a year, and then put him in because he just needs some more development, bro. That's all it is. And if we're being honest, bro, they're not – the Washington football team is getting no better by starting Kyle Allen over Dwayne Haskins, bro. If anything, they're getting worse as a team.
Okay. I think you
it really just depends on it just depends on how you want to keep your team healthy, though. I wonder who they want to be the quarterback 5 years from now. Like, do they even trust either one of those players?
They gotta be looking to draft one.
I don't know. My thing is, why would you look to draft one when you just drafted a quarterback 2 years ago and he's only started 11 games?
But you never let that stop you from drafting.
But it's a new coaching staff now. They didn't draft their quarterback.
I mean, yeah, exactly, and that's part of the problem, which is like, it's just messed up for a young guy to have to go through this, bro.
Yeah.
Because looking at it, bro, sure, he's last in the NFL in QBR. That it has a lot to do with the talent around him, the time he has to throw the ball. It's not. We all play football, bro. We know it's not an individual sport, bro. There's a lot of things that go into that. Your best receiver is Terry McLaurin. Cool.
Yeah, who's their number two, bro?
Their number two is Sims. I can't think of his first name right now. It's like I cannot think of his first name.
Was it
exactly. That's the problem.
Sims.
You gotta put talent around your quarterback.
Number 15. Exactly, bro. And there's
you got running back. You got Gibson at running back. You got McLaurin at receiver. O-line is horrible. I mean,
outside of Brandon Skirts, that's the only good piece they got. It was Jordan Reed, but he's gone. It's
he's concussed every other week, so you can't rely on him.
He played for the 49ers now anyway, so.
You're right though, Vance. I mean, I'm not gonna say Vance came in how they said they did him. I mean, I'm not gonna say they did him wrong because his play really didn't earn that ability to warrant that type of job security. But I can understand
over 4 games.
Bro, they still in the playoff race.
Exactly, over 4 games. Over 4 games.
Hey, but when you're the head coach of that team, here's the thing. It's not Ron Rivera's job to make Dwayne Haskins the best quarterback that he can be. It's his job to win.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm going to stop you right there, bro. Because last year, Kyle Allen was the starting quarterback for the Panthers for 12 games. Same offensive coordinator, same everything. Same offensive coordinator, same everything. You want to hear his stat line?
Yeah.
He went 5-7. He won his first 4 games, but he went 5-7. So that means he went 1-7 over his last 8. 62% completion, 3,322 yards, 17 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 6.8 yards per attempt, 39.7 QBR. Please tell me what's the difference between that and Haskins right now. And then let me throw on top of that, last season the Panthers were 32nd in passer rating, tied for first in interceptions, 29th in third down conversions, and 28th in 20-plus yard passes. And 29th.
He's just reverting to something that he's more comfortable in, something that he knows.
But you can be more comfortable with it, but it's not better for the team.
But styles make fights, Nick. Kyle Allen may not be the better quarterback than Dwayne Haskins, but he might run that offense better or do more of what Ron Rivera wants, for that offense. You never know.
But please tell me what he does better.
You can't do anything when your O-line is garbage, bro.
Exactly. And it's Kyle Allen has had 12 games to prove that he's not a good quarterback.
I don't think it's any drop off. I mean, I don't think he's any better than Dwayne Haskins. I mean, he showed what he did with a poor O-line last season. But Carolina, they had a poor O-line. He went 5-7 as a starter. I mean, I believe.
I mean, 5-7 with one player better than probably every player better on the Redskins on the Washington football team offense.
Big facts. So I mean,
Josh, please name me a player on the Washington football team better than Christian McCaffrey.
Antonio Gibson.
Hey, shout out that boy AG, man.
I wish it was true, bro, but it's just.
I mean that doesn't really strike a chord with me. You know, we always root for the black man, but they just swapping out in pieces at this point. They have 2 in pieces of bread, and they just swapping them out.
Okay, bro, but why not play the end piece that you drafted? Invested draft
They
capital.
didn't draft him though, huh? Ron Vera.
It's a franchise move. It's a franchise move. The franchise spent a 15th overall pick on Dwayne Haskins. You spend a first round
like
pick.
Them wasn't me. That wasn't me though. Them was the other people's.
I agree. It was the other people, but he's still a quarterback you drafted and a quarterback that should have time to develop. You don't give a guy 11 games to show what he's worth. That's not right by any means. Daniel Jones is still a starter in New York. Drafted in the same draft, and worse stats, worse everything. But he's still going.
Bro, have you seen that for the Giants, bro? It's like 20 players scored more touchdowns than them this season.
You said, what did you say?
Whole offense. 20 like single players have scored more touchdowns than the Giants' whole offense this season.
That's hard.
Bro, they're negative 49 in point differential, bro. Some very bad team.
Bro, they could have kept Odell.
It's only been 4 games.
Bro, they could have kept Odell, bro, they could have kept Odell.
For what?
Speaking of Odell, did you see what he did to my Cowboys, bro?
Yeah, bro. I was trying to get into
it. Seen it, bro.
Let's talk about the Cowboys first, bro. Because every season y'all come out, Cowboys to the Super Bowl. Cowboys finna get that ring. Cowboys finna do this, that, and the other. And guess what? Y'all 1-3 right now.
Okay.
The Cowboys are like Hennessy. I'm telling you, the Cowboys are just like Hennessy. Everybody gets excited to see them, and everybody thinks they're going to turn up the party. But, once you actually get into it, it goes down pretty bad. For real.
How long you been sitting on that whack joke, bro?
No, I was thinking about something. It was really fat because this girl around here she like Hennessy's cobbler or something like that. I was thinking about that, and I was like, "What?" Hey, you asked the question, bro. It's like Hennessy. She cooks the peach cobbler in Hennessy, bro. That's what I was thinking about. So then y'all was talking about the Cowboys, which I don't care about. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like she make bad decisions like Bill O'Brien.
Nah, she probably that later too. Nah, she can make better decisions than Bill O'Brien for sure. She's slanging them.
Hey, bro, I really do have a premonition, bro. So I mean, I saw this in my sleep. So week 9. Leighton Van Der Esch is gonna come back, and that defense is gonna turn everything around.
Oh yeah, bro. Cam Awuzie and Robert Irvin. What's his name, bro? Dude that got suspended, bro.
Randy Gregory.
Threw me off.
Randy Gregory.
I don't know. I was like,
not Robert.
Randy Gregory, but I don't know what just happened to my brain, bro. But they all supposed to be active in the next 2 weeks, bro.
Like a food critic or something?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But anyway, bro. Y'all need all of them back because that defense is porous.
Nah,
so as a Cowboys fan, bro, how has this season been for you?
Bro, to be honest, it's not really that discouraging. I mean, all the teams. We played probably the hardest first 4 games out of everybody in the NFL.
That's fair.
Well, we played 2 teams that are 3-1. Well, actually, 2 teams that's 3-1. The Rams, and then somehow we beat the Falcons, but the Falcons might be the worst team in the NFL right now. The New York Football Giants and the New York Football Jets, they got something to say about it. But anyways.
Jets definitely the worst team in the league by far.
And we can cut off this recording right now.
I mean, that offense looks good, but the problem, the Cowboys, they need to go back to, the ground and pound.
Sam Donald, one play a game, you be like, hey.
Bro,
come on now.
Nobody's worried about Sam.
Bro. We don't need to talk about Sam. Don't get time on this podcast. I'm sorry, bro. They don't deserve time. But anyway,
it's crazy because now for that to go into first round pick.
Talking about a real football team, not the Jets. I agree with you, Vance. They need to get back to it, bro. Over the first 2 games, Zeke had a combined 44 carries. The last 2 games, he's had 26 total carries, bro.
Yeah.
The man's not getting fed, bro. He's on a little commercial saying for 1 cent a day you can feed this kid, bro. Y'all need to feed Zeke, bro.
I agree, bro. It's
my jump was worse than that. Come on now. Hold on, bro. Come on now. My jump was better than that joke. My joke was better than that joke. It was for sure. Hey, Craig, you probably ain't even about that.
It's the fact of throwing the ball is cute, it looks good, but like those incompletions, that's more save time for the other team to keep our defense out there on that field. It's just like chew that clock up. Just like we played the Rams first game of the season, that's all they did. Handed the ball, Malcolm Brown, Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson, handed off clock. Final score was what, 17-10, something like that? It was very low scoring.
17-20.
Yeah, it was competitive, low scoring, but that's just the way the Cowboys are gonna have to play to get wins. I mean, Dak throwing for 300 yards, that's cute and all, but it's just if our team is a performer on the defensive side of the ball, best defense is a good offense.
Exactly, and to that point, I just want to point out, like at the end of the Rams game, Cowboys had the ball. End of the Seahawks game, Cowboys had the ball, and they weren't able to convert and win those games. So I think it's a good offense. Don't get me wrong; they got a lot of good pieces. Dak, Zeke, Coop, Gallup, and that tight end Schultz is really coming along. But in order to be a successful team, bro, like you said, that offense has to mess with the defense. They have to find a way to. They just have to find a way to put it all together, bro. And
there's no discipline.
Yeah, I think that's a big part. And since you said that, I just want to see who do you think like this 1-3 start falls on the most, bro? Do you think it's McCarthy and the new staff, or do you think it falls more on the players themselves?
Oh, the players definitely, bro. If you watch those games and the first and second quarter, bro, the Cowboys are starting so slow, so many turnovers. That's so trash. Yeah. You can't be doing that. Like Zeke, I mean, we're feeding Zeke. Even when we do feed him, sometimes he might even having butterfingers. So is Pollard. He's probably turning the ball over. The right tackle spot. We tried Terrence Steele. He's not the answer. We're trying another right tackle. But Dax, he's been getting strip sacked a few times this season. But we'll see. I think the team's gonna progress. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bust so far. It's not time to push the panic button when everybody else in your division is trash. So you still have time to get better.
And so, saying it's not time to push the panic button, we're not even going to waste our time talking about the Giants, No Saquon, Daniel Jones, and Golden Tate, whoop-de-whoop. So who do y'all see coming out on top of the NFC East?
Cowboys, easily.
I'll say the Eagles.
Easily.
You going Eagles?
They get three. I mean, like you said, the defense has to be better. But they got to come back. Yeah. I mean, Vander Esch is going to come back with week 9. Randy Gregory, we ain't going to talk about what kind of personality traits he has. I mean,
they brought Alden Smith back. Yeah, Alden Smith kind of been hooping, so.
Yeah, bro. Comeback player of the year, bro.
Hey, he was in position to make the biggest play, and he didn't make it. That's all I remember seeing.
I mean, bro, the whole team had a 15-yard head start on Odell to beat him to the side.
But that's one of the best plays I've seen in an NFL game in a while. I can't remember because speak on.
They beat us on playground plays that whole game, bro.
Yeah,
but they athletes better than y'all athletes. Jarvis, Odell, touchdown. Nick Chubb, the offensive line. That's the thing about it, though. That's the thing about. Cleveland, I'm getting a little off topic. But, man, their offensive line is what, the Cowboys used to be. They got Jedrick Willis.
Jack Conklin.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, exactly. Nick on top of it. You read the notes, brother. Yeah. So they're able to, ground and pound and get those things, get easy yards when Baker Mayfield, still, being trash or whatever. So
I saw Nick Chubb got hurt. How long is he out?
He got hurt. He's out 6 weeks.
They put him on IR.
But they got that's a but they could put me behind there and I could get 105. So it doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right. So anyway, since Josh think he's a running back now, we finna take a break and we're gonna come back and we're gonna get more in depth with the Browns talk and we're gonna talk a little bit of college football with y'all. So make sure y'all stay tuned. And so now we back and now we finna talk about the Browns. And it's kind of crazy seeing the Browns like this. That right now they sitting at 3-1. The first time they've been 3-1 since 2001. First time they've had a winning record since 2014. They started out the season with a 38-6 loss to the Ravens, and I'm not gonna lie. When they got beat by the Ravens like that, I was like, yeah, the Browns.
People
the
thought
Browns.
it was over for them.
Exactly. But since the Ravens lost, the Browns are averaging 39.3 points per game and have had 3 wins in a row. So what do y'all think about the Browns this season? Let's start with you, Vance, because you just had to witness it firsthand.
Personally.
I mean, we gonna see. They're good. They're a decent team. I think they'll end up with at least 500 record. Starting off that good, 3-1. I still see them fringe playoff. I mean, 10-6 doesn't guarantee a playoff spot. It might now since you get the extra team added to the playoffs. The seventh, the third wild card team.
Yeah.
I like what I see, especially D-line is looking good. You got Myles Garrett.
Yes.
The offense, that's a really dynamic offense. Let's hope they can get Chubb back, or they might sign a running back. You never know. I'm sure there's somebody out there.
I mean, Kareem Hunt sitting back there ready to get some more touches.
He's the workhorse back for sure, but you still going to need a backup for him. I don't know who's the third string back. But he looked good against the Cowboys, but a lot of backs look good against the Cowboys. Odell looked like he gets his pregame rituals in with no problem, if you know what I mean. But anyways, the Browns, I'm gonna say they're gonna end up 9-7, 10-6.
10-6. I like what Van said about the lead line, Myles Garrett. I have him right now as the best pass rusher in the AFC, the best edge rusher in the AFC. So he's been playing wonderful ball. Sheldon Richardson, he's been stopping the run up front. So yeah, that D line has really been the catalyst for that defense. So now the next step for that defense is to get the linebackers or secondary to catch up to speed with how the front four is playing.
I mean, I think the defense as a whole has been playing well because one thing I noticed when I was like just looking at the Browns, like they're the best team in the NFL when it comes to turnover differential, bro. They're +6 in turnover differential, bro. They've created 4 interceptions, 6 forced fumbles on the season, bro. That's a stingy defense that's creating takeaways. And then you pair that with the rushing offense that's number 1 in the NFL with 2 backs that are top 10 in the league in rush yards. That's just a recipe for success. In my opinion, it's somewhat similar to what the Ravens did last year. They're taking the pressure off Mayfield to make the throws and things like that. And they're relying on the running game and a strong defense to take them to the promised land. And I see.
Only thing about that, the Ravens secondary is infinitely better than the Browns secondary, and that's kind of that's kind of their thing, honestly.
I mean, that's true, but the Ravens last year, the Ravens were built from the back to the front. The Browns are built from the front to the back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, Sendejo's trash, bro.
I mean, he's old, bro.
You got to sign Earl Thomas. The Browns should.
Ain't nobody touching Earl Thomas right now.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That locker room is a recipe for disaster, bro. And one thing could go wrong, bro. Everything could blow up, bro. You got Odell, you got Baker. It's just a lot of personalities in there. But my thing is, bro, Stefanski was the right hire. I know we talked about it, like early on when we were getting started. I just think Stefanski was the right hire, bro, because he took what he did in Minnesota, brought it to Cleveland, and it's worked exponentially well, bro.
Yeah. I was definitely looking at my my Myles Garrett edge rusher tidbit. I got Chandler Jones. I don't know what he's really been doing this year. Khalil Mack, he's been disappointed in the past couple of seasons at this point. Joey Bosa, always consistent. Cam Jordan, he's been quiet in the primetime games. I've been disappointed by that. TJ Watt, and I could put Bud Dupree on there because they really play off each other. And Shaq Barrett. And this past month, Myles Garrett had 5 sacks, 12 pressures, and 3 forced fumbles. So I think that, he's really staking his claim right now. What y'all think? Is any pass rushers on that list that y'all think are better than Myles Garrett? Definitive.
I think Myles Garrett is a man on a mission this year. He's come out just trying to prove to everybody, like, I'm worth the extension they signed me to, first of all. And what I did last year doesn't define me. So I think he's been going absolutely AWOL, just showing out.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. He's the best in the AFC currently.
Yeah. And so now that we talked about Notre Dame, you kind of said it a little bit. But Josh, what percent chance do you give the Browns to win the division?
To win the division?
Yes.
I mean, they
right
got
now the Steelers. Oh my bad. Right now the Steelers are 3-0. Ravens are 3-1. But the Ravens beat the Browns, as we said. So the Browns are sitting third in the division. So
what was the final score of that Browns game? Was it close?
The Browns Ravens game?
Yeah.
38-6 Ravens.
Close.
That was week 1. That was week 1 though. They bounced back since then.
I still think they're only the third best team in that division. They can still end up sneaking into the playoffs with how this year is set up. They can pick up. I mean, that's the thing about it. Like, you think they'll be able to pick up easy wins against Cincinnati, but you don't know what Joe Burrow's look like, 5, 6, 7 weeks down the line. So, I mean, it's football. They got to play football. Baker Mayfield probably is the worst quarterback in this division. I think I've said that before. So, it's going to be it's going to be hard-pressed for them to continue their success, with how he's been playing, Nick Chubb being out. And once O-line really learn how to scheme and contain that D-line, or, OCs, start to neutralize it with quick passes and things like that. I will be interested in seeing how they can pivot and how they can, pick up a new dynamic.
I mean, for me, I don't think they're the best team in the division, but I think they will finish around second in the division. I think they are better. I think they will, down the stretch, I think they will find a way to jump the Steelers. I think the Ravens will still win the division. So I just got a lot of faith in this team, but I think this is the year they put it all together and make a run, because it's been years in the waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So you think they're better than the Steelers?
I think they are better than the Steelers team with the aging Ben Roethlisberger, no run game, and no number one receiver. Yes.
I can't ever bet against Mike Thomas, bro. I can't just say that.
The defense is scary. Don't get me wrong, but
that's what Cleveland should strive for. Something from the entire 11 playing as one, and that's not how they cut right now. So really, the Steelers ain't nothing but a souped up version of the Browns, honestly. So
on the defense side of the ball, yeah. On the offense side of the ball, nah. Because you got to think, bro, Juju still their number one receiver. Still have no faith in that kid.
I think he just needed a quarterback.
Deontay Johnson, they got enough weapons to make something shake. He not out there.
Yeah.
James
that's what.
Workhorse back. Jalen Samuels. He gets a lot of pieces.
Jesse James, Vance McDonald. They still hooping.
Like Roberts, but yeah, them two.
I mean, it's cool or whatever, bro, but it's not Odell, Jarvis, Austin Hooper, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. You get what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said Jarvis. It just, Austin Hooper's nice, I guess. What did you say?
Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb not gonna be playing no time soon. At least that's what it looks like.
But still, Kareem Hunt is still number one back. We saw what he did with the Chiefs when he got the lion's share of carries. Led the league in rushing, bro. A guy who's a rushing champion.
That's the one thing about a dominant offensive line. They come to play every week. Every week. That's not something that's inconsistent like the pass game or relying on turnovers, things like that. So they got the formula to be able to copy and paste it and be successful week in and week out. But I think in that division they got the worst quarterback still. So I don't think they're going to go too far.
That's true. And so now moving on, talking about quarterbacks and divisions. Let's talk about Cam, Stephon Gilmore, and the Patriots. So Cam tested positive for the virus last Friday, causing Sunday's game versus the Chiefs to be moved to Monday. Stephon Gilmore just tested positive Wednesday. So, first of all, talking about that game versus the Chiefs, 26-10. Patriots hold the Chiefs to 0 touchdowns in the first half, going to halftime with the score down 6-3. So, how do y'all see losing these two guys for around 2 to 3 games, affecting the Patriots' chances of winning the NFC East, a division in which Buffalo is number one at 4-0?
I don't think it can be overstated. You lose your best. You lose the defensive player of the year and your starting quarterback in one fell swoop. Especially difficult considering the circumstances that Bill Belichick and McDaniels are, just leaving. The Tom Brady dynasty. So yeah, it's gonna look rough for them. I mean, they got an infrastructure in place to, be able to support for the little time that Gilmore and Cam gonna be gone. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if everything goes good, next week, this becomes last game that is due to the virus. They play the Broncos. They should be fine. They should beat the Broncos. You never know. It'll be a toss-up. I like the way Steve came into the game this past Sunday. Led a touchdown drive. It was a little bit too little too late against the Chiefs. But then that next week that Gilmore misses, they're playing the 49ers, but Cam will be back. So, the 49ers, they're injured just like the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots are healthy. They just missing their two best players.
Yeah.
But they'll have Cam back for that 49ers game. And then after that week, they'll both should be back. You never know with COVID-19. Yeah. They should be healthy and be ready for a showdown with the Bills 3 weeks from now.
And so talking about it a little bit more, bro, I was just really impressed with how the Patriots came out and played against the Chiefs. No Cam Newton. And it's just like they just turned it up on the defensive side of the ball. Because you think about all the pieces they lost in free agency, players opting out, Kyle Van Noy, Jamie Collins gone, Dante Hightower opts out, Patrick Chung opts out. And so it's like you'd think it'd be all these holes on defense, but they do a very good job of containing the best offense in the NFL.
Scrappy. Yeah, that's what they are. They're scrappy.
Exactly. So I think it's a big deal, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think they can win these next 2 games without Cam and or Stephon because you got to think that you play the Broncos versus Jeff Driscoll, play the 49ers with Nick Mullins starting. But I think those are easy games for the Patriots to pick up, get some easy wins, and boost their record. But talking about COVID some more, you have the Patriots situation with Cam and Gilmore testing positive. And then you have the situation with the Titans where over 10 players have tested positive. Reports have come out about players having player-led workouts at a local high school. So does this concern you at all about the NFL's chances to finish this season?
I feel as if it does hurt their chances just for the mere fact of it just doesn't look. It's not a good look. I feel as if people. No, I lie. I don't even know why I'm about to lie to y'all. No, it doesn't hurt their chances. Them people care about money, and that's all it ever comes down to. Just the fact that they're even allowing fans to come to some stadiums. That's pretty disrespectful. But this virus isn't being taken seriously. So the season's not going to be canceled. It's just going to keep getting rearranged. Unless I do think some teams will get death penalties, though. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I think the Titans are on the fringe of a death for the season, yeah.
Yeah, the NFL said they're going to be real harsh on the Titans because of everything, because they had an outbreak and they weren't following protocols. And to your point about the stadiums, the Dolphins just approved full capacity at games, 65,000. People finna be risking their lives to watch the Dolphins, bro.
Look, Florida man, Dolphins.
People be bored. For real, that's all that is.
Bro, I'll never be bored enough to go to a Dolphins game where I can potentially get COVID.
Still are in that, sir.
I'll never do that.
Free. Tell you a player, they'll probably believe you.
Yeah, high key.
You got dreads too, bro. You should be like, I'm gonna slide. Go ahead.
We need the help.
I'm Bobby McCain.
Hey, that boy a legend, man.
He's a legend.
Real tiger, bro.
Before they got good. Shout out Bobby McCain.
Exactly. And so now, since we're talking about bad, Dolphins bad, I think a head coach / GM as Dolphins bad was Bill O'Brien, bro, hands down. I think he's arguably one of the worst head coaches / GMs I've ever seen, bro. He's a wannabe Belichick, bro.
No.
So
Belichick, you can't even say that. That's too much credit.
He's gonna turn the Dolphins good. Then don't the Dolphins have their picks, bro? The Texas pick.
The Dolphins have. I got it
is
right here.
Dolphins for sure.
They got
The
their first
Dolphins.
rounder.
Yeah, they
For 2
got
years,
20. Well, they had the 2020 pick, so this past year's first round pick, and they have the 2021 first round pick. So talk about a steal,
Yes.
man. So Bill O'Brien got fired this week. Texans off to an 0-4 start. And so, first of all, just let me get y'all's initial takes on that, bro. When that popped up on y'all's phones, what was y'all's initial reaction?
About time. About time. I don't know why everybody would the NFL made this decision to don Bill O'Brien as a smart person in general. He came from Penn State, has some success there, but it's nothing. Being a college head coach and the NFL general manager is not even in the same discussion. So I don't know what made the Texans comfortable to give him those responsibilities, and we see how it's played out. So yeah, but he's a white gentleman, so he'll find another job soon.
I mean, yeah, and you also got to think about all the clout he got off being the Patriots OC/quarterback coach for those years. McDaniels wasn't there. So,
I mean, the actual coaching part, he wasn't that bad, bro.
That wasn't
in my opinion. He wasn't that the coaching. The coaching part,
hold on, bro.
The GM part, he was horrible.
He blew a 24-0 lead in the AFC Championship, and he called a fake punt. He called a fake punt when you're up 18. Come on, bro. Like, for real. Be for real, bro.
It's the Chiefs. Mahomes came back.
He had to help him out like that
last year.
Exactly.
So Vrabel needs to be fired too, then, bro.
No.
Kyle Shanahan needs to be fired.
No. Bro, Bill
Any of
O'Brien.
those, boy, Van, stop talking, son.
Exactly, bro. But
I mean, that's the point you just made, though. Is it not?
That's fair. I mean, that's fair, bro. But he's made numerous questionable coaching decisions, bro. It'll be like they'll be in games and then they'll suddenly be out of games because he just makes.
So you must think Bill O'Brien's a good coach.
I don't think. Bro, their record hides the bad mistakes he makes, bro. Every year.
His record as a coach was it not a winning record though?
It was a winning record, and he made the playoffs a lot. But he also was playing in the AFC South.
Weak divisions with the best receiver in the league.
I don't think that's fair to call it weak, bro. It's not fair. It's always been a 2-team league though to make the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, but not until recently did the division really get tough, bro.
I'm gonna call cap on that one, bro.
Bro, I mean,
I'm sorry.
Let me say well-rounded, bro. Because there were the years the Jags were good. There were the years the Titans were good.
Colts were good for about 15, 20 years straight with Peyton Manning, bro. Peyton Manning dropped off. Then you had the Titans or the Jags. They'll always be good every other year. So, I mean, it's not fair to just say they was just trash.
Wrong.
Jaguars, the South is not trash, bro.
Jaguars been trash for a long time. They was good for like 2 years. Now they back to being trash.
Exactly.
That don't
Jaguars or Titans good
really
every other year. Every other year.
I mean, Titans made it to the AFC Championship game.
What we talking about?
Just did that way. When you was in middle school.
Mark Sanchez went to the AFC Championship game, so that don't even matter for real. For real.
Not lying.
Like in what, middle school, bro? Were you even in middle school when it happened?
When
the Jets made it to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, I was in middle school, bro. That was 2012.
That man got it tatted on him. AFC Championship appearance, 2012. Last time I saw happiness in my life.
Well, what's the next
step? Be like
before we close this out, bro. Before we close this little segment out, Romeo Crennel, a guy I really like, takes over as interim head coach. But who would y'all like to see become the new head coach of the Texans?
Bellamy. That would probably be the best answer. The best fit.
Bieniemy from KC.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I got you, bro. No, I got you. I like it, bro. What about you, Vance?
I'm gonna say Robert Saleh out of San Francisco. Defensive coordinator. Been drafting well, been coaching well the past few years. He really has his. The 49ers has been like the best defense for the past 3 years, or one of the best defenses. I would like him to get a head coaching job.
Yeah, and that's an area where the Texans really struggle. But for me, I think I'm still with Romeo Cannell.
It's everywhere is an area they struggle.
But yeah, I'm gonna stick with Romeo Cannell. But that's just a guy I like. He's a locker room guy, bro. Been around the team for a while. I think they should just promote him to head coach, bro. And yet again, it's another brother, bro. And so moving on, bro, going into the college football realm, we gotta apologize to everybody that watches this, bro.
We do.
We have to apologize, bro. We all said Mississippi State this, Mississippi State that.
I'm thinking, boy, I'm out here having a real life problem. It's talking about we gotta apologize. Like, what we do?
We led them astray, bro. We put all our coins in the Mississippi State bank, bro. Yeah, bro. And they just went bankrupt.
SEC championship game, bro. I apologize.
Exactly. I'm gonna apologize.
We was hyping them up, huh? My bad, y'all. We like State's cool.
Not only did they lose, bro, they lost to Arkansas.
That's bad.
The bottom of the barrel of the SEC.
20-game SEC losing streak. And they in the SEC. It ain't like they another conference. No. Every week in and week out. Yeah. Come get your rep, my boy, for sure. That's bad. That's what, 3 seasons? 3 whole conference seasons?
Yeah, they had not won an SEC game since 2017.
I was a college football player the last time they won a college SEC game, bro.
So they got a whole class of guys that came and graduated and probably haven't won an SEC game.
Very likely.
Swanee vibes at Nick.
Hey, very Swanee vibes. Them boys, I'm sorry. But anyway.
We're not going to talk about the University of the South on this podcast. Or PV. Shout out to the University of the South.
They ain't got a win in Mississippi since about 2017. Alcorn, Jackson State, kicking them out. But anyway, talking about Mississippi State some more, bro.
I'm so disrespectful to you, but I'm gonna let you slide. So keep talking, bro.
Appreciate it.
That's your warning right there.
Appreciate it. But anyway, talking about Mississippi State, but I think the big problem with them is you can't pass the ball all the time, bro. 59 passes, 3 interceptions, bro. It's a time where
Colin Hill gets hurt in the first quarter. You can.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
But still, bro, you still got it's the SEC, bro. You got to run the ball.
It's called the air raid. What do you think it's about?
Bro, the air raid is not just passing, bro. It's more to the air raid than that, bro.
Okay. You don't think the air raid can win?
I think the air raid can win because I'm a Mike Leach fan, bro. Don't get me wrong. I just think you have to be smart with it, bro. Especially playing a team like Arkansas, bro. There's no way you should lose that game. Like, no way.
Yeah. Felipe Franks, did his thing a little bit.
They might not be sorry, bro.
Arkansas.
But they got smashed by Georgia week 1.
I mean, Auburn got smashed by Georgia week 1, bro, so I don't know.
Georgia looked like they like that for real, though, so.
Okay.
Who y'all think gonna win, though, Florida or Georgia?
I'm putting my money on Florida, bro.
Georgia, for sure.
Oh.
I'm rocking with Florida.
They let that new quarterback keep doing it.
You talking about JT?
Yeah. That Georgia running back.
Yeah, JT
runs hard. He runs hard. And they got.
You said they running back. I thought you were talking about quarterback. Be my bad.
I mean, I like he like a little red shirt. You know how those 4-star quarterbacks after they got passed up by 2 NFL guys.
Yeah.
So he looked all right. He ain't throw no picks. And like I was saying, Zamir White, he runs really hard. They look like they're kind of like the Browns, honestly. The O-line just, crazy. It's the fountain of youth for them.
Yeah, and Georgia always keep it going.
Which team?
Georgia.
My thing with Florida is,
but I just feel like they just had more weapons though to be in the state of Georgia. I mean, they got Pickens, but who else really, scares you on that offense?
Nobody really.
That's what
it's
I'm
a
saying.
real smash mouth offense, bro.
I mean, JT Stetson, he looked like a little kid when he walked down on the field. That was the first time I saw him.
Said a little kid.
Like, bro, he looked like a D3 athlete. I can't lie to you, bro. Like, he really looked small. Like, he looked like he came from a small school. But, I mean, he has a big arm. I like the way he looked. I mean, that Georgia-Florida game is coming up. I think it's next weekend, actually.
Yeah.
It's going to be clocking out there
kind of dangerous
for Georgia. He got my Home Alone guy out there for Georgia.
So, Another game that I got circled for this weekend, Clemson-Miami, bro. Because I think these are the two big dogs in the ACC.
Speaking of advantage, look how excited he looks. He's like a dog.
You've been waiting on this moment.
For sure. I mean,
I ain't never in my lifetime have I seen a good Miami quarterback, bro. This is actually hype, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm really good back to you. Ja'Cory Harris, 2014, he was nice. Miami, hey, bro. Miami, they've been.
Bro, don't ever say Ja'Cory Harris was nice ever again, bro.
Hey, bro, you don't realize how high Miami was ranked when he was playing in the Canadian League or something. Like, hey, don't do that. Because, Miami, they done had about
somebody was paying.
You said what?
Somebody was paying him to play football, bro.
Unless it was volunteer work, I don't know.
If you was a millionaire, would you pay Ja'Cory Harris to play quarterback for your football team, bro? No. Yes or no, Josh?
No, I said no. No.
I go sign Adam Sandler. See if he can recreate his longest yard moment.
Adam Sandler gonna cost you.
Bro, I mean, man, hey, this game Saturday, number 1 Clemson, number 7 Miami. It's gonna be in Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. One advantage for Miami though is with the COVID-19, Clemson can fit 90K, but they're only gonna let 20,000 inside the stadium. So that's gonna be 1/5 of the stadium only full. So that's gonna be. It's gonna be. It is better than 0. But I mean, don't get me wrong. But I think this Miami team, they got a lot of vets. It's a good mix of vets and young players. I think De'Aaron King and Brevin Knight, the tight end. I think that's the best duo. I think it's either them or Kyle Trask.
Brevin Knight played point guard. I was like, hold on.
Oh God.
Brevin Jordan. I think him and Kyle Pitts.
Brevin Jordan after we get off camera though. But keep talking.
Yeah, but De'Aaron King and Brevin Jordan, I think they're the 1-2 best quarterback tight end duo other than Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts at Florida. They also got some good running backs. Cameron Harris, the lead back. That offense is really dynamic. I haven't seen them get stopped or stalled out at all this season yet. 3 games in, they played Louisville and Florida State. Florida State sucks. So that game,
that's all.
But Louisville was competition, and they wiped the floor of Louisville. So I like what I see. On defense, they got Al Blades Jr., his dad played in the NFL, Miami legend, Zach McCloud. Jalen Phillips, a former number 1 high school player in the nation, came from the West Coast, UCLA. He had some injuries, but he's healthy now. And now they got – also on defense, they got the best pass rusher in college football, Quincy Roche. He's a Duke transfer, grad transfer.
Yeah.
Clemson, I mean, what more can you say on offense? It's a machine. They got Trevor Lawrence, unanimous number 1 pick, Travis Etienne, Amari Rogers, Frank Ladson Jr. Then on defense, they got the number 1 recruited player out of 2020, Brian Breeze, big boy. Big.
That boy's so nasty. He be moving.
JJ Watt, yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah.
They got
tackling machines everywhere.
For sure.
But I mean, the way I see it, I'm picking the upset, bro. I like it.
You like Miami?
Miami by 1, 42-41.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a close scoring game. I think it's gonna be somewhere in the 20s, 30s, bro. I think ultimately, bro, whoever has the ball last wins this game, bro. Because you got 2 dynamic offenses. You got Trevor Lawrence, De'Aaron King, bro. Trevor Lawrence, he's a pocket passer, but he can get sneaky with his athleticism. De'Aaron King, bro, you got to keep a spy on him at all times. Because you never know when he's going to make some shake.
The key to this game – sorry, you can go.
No, you got it.
The key to this game is stopping Clemson's running back Travis Etienne, because Miami hasn't stopped the run at all this season. But if they can slow down Etienne just a little bit, Miami's going to pull off this upset.
I agree with you, bro, because that's 2-time ACC Offensive Player of the Year, bro. Not Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, bro. He's the engine that makes that Clemson offense go. What were you saying, Zoe?
No, I was just saying, that's the thing about it. Everybody's going to be focused on Lawrence. But like you literally just said, Etienne is the heart and soul in the machine that runs that Clemson offense. And I think if Clemson does win that game, he's going to have a big game. But White Man's a little too. You got Blaze, you got You got Phillips. You got Bubba Bolden. You know, you got big time defensive players for Miami. To me, honestly, it was interesting that they had the spread at a 14 for Clemson. The fact that, you know, these are two top 10 teams and they're both undefeated at this time. So, man, yeah, I'll do it too. Miami, give me Miami. 40. I say 34-31 because they got a good kicker.
I'm still gonna rock with Clemson, and so right now we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna catch y'all up on the NBA Finals. Dan said it was gonna be done by the next time we record. He lied to y'all again, so y'all get on up.
Bro. If you drop this tomorrow, bro, basically it won't be kept.
Right, that's fair. Bro.
So we gotta do stuff to accommodate you.
It gets dropped. No, exactly. It's gonna get dropped Friday, is it not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
It's gonna get dropped Friday.
It's gonna be dropped during the day before the game.
The NBA Finals gonna be over Friday. Yes or no?
I'm not gonna argue with you. This is a dumb argument. So anyway,
it's not a dumb argument.
we gonna recap games 3 and 4 of the finals. Yeah. Give y'all a game 5 preview. Get y'all minds right. And then we're going to finish out with our NFL pick'em. So make sure y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, don't go nowhere again.
We at game 5 of the finals. Some people said it was going to be a sweep. Some people's name is Vance Knowles, but I ain't going to put his business out there. And so, anyway, he take game 3.
First of all, no. Don't get disrespectful. I said it was going to be 5. I saw games 1 and 2. I thought it was going to be a sweep. Jimmy Butler had the game of his life, bro. It is what it is, bro. Lakers in 5.
All right, bro.
That man is smart.
Yeah. So, Jimmy Butler had a 40-point triple-double game 3, as Vance alluded to.
Yes,
Pretty ridiculous. It's the first time a player has outscored, out-rebounded, and out-assisted LeBron in the finals. So, you know, big ups to Jimmy for that. And then Lakers take game 4, close game 102-96. LeBron had to take over in the third quarter, which propelled them to a win. So, as we approach game 5, Vance says he's going to take the Lakers and get 5, close it out. What are some things we need to look for in game 5 that could determine success for each team?
I want to remark first about how ridiculous it was that Frank Vogel could deploy Anthony Davis, not only to protect the rim, but to chase around Jimmy Butler and guard him on the perimeter. Jimmy Butler, I don't know, he still got 22 points, but it was on 17 shots. And after the first quarter, he was 1 for 7 with Anthony Davis guarding him as his primary defender. You know, I think that Anthony Davis should have been the defensive player of the year. And something like this only emphasizes the defensive value, not only at the rim, but on the perimeter. What others power forwards, you know, can you sing on the other team's best perimeter player? And he do a better job than what we did before. Huh?
I said there's not many players that can do that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So honestly, I think that's kind of the finishing blow for Spo and them. The Lakers are just too talented. It's LeBron's time. You know, Jimmy Butler, he can, you know, do something, sell some coffee or something. But yeah, they just some flies on the wall right now.
Well, I will say one thing that Miami has done successfully since game 2 is they put a lot of pressure on Anthony Davis, bro. Like, games 1 and 2, he averaged 33 points per game. Comes back game 3, a game which Miami won. 15 points, 2 turnovers. Just really had a hard time getting it going on offense. And a similar thing happened in game 4. He had 22 points with 2 turnovers. And it's just the Heat are going zone, throwing different bodies at him, Olenek, Crowder, and Bam in game 4. So they're keeping a fresh rotation of bodies on Anthony Davis, giving him a lot of different looks and making it different.
Don't look like it's. I mean, besides Bam, nobody on that Heat roster can even have a chance to really guard.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing a lot of zone though. They're playing zone, trapping, forcing him to get the ball out of his hands. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he can't dominate the game as he did in games 1 and 2. So I think that's a key to look for, especially if the Heat can run that zone defense and be able to finish possessions with rebounds, because in game 3, the Lakers had 11 offensive rebounds. Game 4, they had 9. And so if they can close out possessions and limit the Lakers to 1 possession, I think they can find success in game 5.
So you think they're gonna win?
Yeah, I'm taking the Heat this game.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. The Lakers are wearing the Black Mamba jerseys. The undefeated one wearing.
That don't matter to you though, huh?
But I think Jimmy Butler's not gonna go out like that, bro. He's not gonna go out without a fight.
So what you think? Another 40-point triple double?
Maybe a 50-point triple double, depending on how he's feeling when he wake up.
Huge discrepancy in the first 3 quarters for free throws for the Heat and the Lakers. But, 11 for 12 for the Lakers for the fourth quarter. LeBron was 7 for 7. The Heat don't have enough. They're a good team. They're comparable to OKC, their 2011 OKC team. I don't think they have – I mean, Jimmy Butler, KD, they fill the same roles for the teams. One I think is vastly better than the other. But, you do what you got to do. So, yeah. This is a good experience for them. Hero, the first player born in 2000 to be in a finals. Bam, great experience for him. Something
I was born in 2000. It's crazy. Think about it. I could have been Tyler Hero.
Anyways, so yeah, I just think that the Heat are. I could have been JT. I could have been Jason Tatum, because I would be just as chopped as he was if I had that much money. For real. Really, the goal is Jalen Rose. Dude be so, woo, man. Come on now. I know y'all be seeing that boy. Yeah. I'm going to get my way just because of him.
40 plus, bro. He 40 years old with a hairline like that, bro.
Man, we talking about LeBron. Dude out here coming like, I don't know. Serena.
Hey, I'm not going to lie, bro. This might be the worst hairline series I've seen in a while, bro. Bron versus Iggy, bro. Very, very bad for national TV, bro.
Hey, I got Jalen Rose.
Don't forget Tim Duncan was in the finals at one point, bro. Hey, it can always get worse.
He had good hair though, bro.
I got Jalen Rose.
He ain't had no hairline for real though. Lay it on me.
You want to hear it, bro?
Yeah.
How much did Jalen Rose haircut cost?
How much?
I'm gonna say $100.
$81.
That was good. I like that. Yeah, that was funny. I know y'all seen the commercial where him and Kobe at the little martini joint.
Yes, bro. 81 olives.
He said, just 81. Just, like, that's an inconceivable amount of points to score. Like, what? 81 points by yourself? That's really selfish. First of all, that's horribly selfish. I was about to say that's a whole team.
Oh God.
Them Zebo Marcus all days supposed to be 80 to 78, and this man just put up 81 by himself. R.I.P. Bean, bro. R.I.P. Bean.
Yeah,
the mellow status. But another thing about the Lakers, I'm gonna say this much.
Hold on, bro. We too close to the end of the show for you to start saying stupid stuff now, bro. Do your job, bro.
This is dead serious, bro. So the Lakers are gonna win this battle, win the finals, but the Heat are gonna win the war, bro. Because I think this is gonna attract somebody to come to the. I don't know who it's gonna be.
I mean, it's already Miami though. They don't have any problem attracting free agents.
I mean,
they haven't had a big name free agent since the Big Three.
Somebody's gonna make you think, all right, I'm the missing piece. Whether it's Bradley,
exactly.
Whether it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, somebody's gonna come and try to push them over the top.
I agree.
You gotta think about it. Jimmy Butler is really embracing. That's the thing about it. You gotta see how many people will want to come in and actually play with him.
You can say that, bro, but every team that Jimmy Butler played for got better. Timberwolves hadn't made the playoffs.
I wouldn't argue, but you only play basketball for a percentage of that time. When people aren't easy to work with day in and day out, that makes your life difficult.
I used to have that same opinion of Jimmy Butler, bro, but that's Jimmy Butler on the court, bro. Off the court, bro, Jimmy Butler's one of the most respected, well-liked guys in the league, bro.
Because I was watching. Everybody keeps trading him, then.
Bro, everybody. First of all, he got traded from Minnesota because he wanted out. He demanded a trade. So he ends up in Philadelphia, does what he has to do there, and Philly trades him because look, they just tight for cap space. They didn't have the money to pay him, Tobias, and everybody else on that team.
He the Brandon Cooks of the NBA. Got it.
No, he's actually good at doing what he does.
Hey, man.
I came to respect Jimmy Butler. I'm never disrespecting Jimmy Butler again in my life.
Yeah,
I can't say. Only thing I can disrespect him for is his hair. So that's it.
And $2 coffees. $20 for a coffee, bro.
Come on, bro. Everybody in the NBA, bro. Everybody got bands.
Would you rather spend $20
That don't mean nothing, though. Just because you
$20
got it don't mean I'm finna spend it like that.
That's because you ain't got it right now.
$20 on a haircut.
$20 a haircut for sure. What? That's easy.
I don't even drink coffee.
I was just about to say I don't even drink coffee like that. I'm finna get my haircut literally right after this. Honestly, I'm finna be waved up. Next time y'all see me, y'all gonna be seasick for sure.
Oh my god.
Nigga, you need to cut your hair off too, bro.
No. Anyway, so the
I seen
closest
them
thing out.
premature dreads you had in your freshman picture at Millsaps. You was
Why was you googling me?
You were looking like no label Migos, like none of the jumps with a number on it, like the original no label, like 2010.
Why did you take time out of your day to go to the Millsaps website and go to 2 years ago to find a picture of me?
Bro,
That's
I had to do a lot of stuff for this podcast, bro. I have a lot of responsibilities. I needed a picture of you, man. I needed a picture of you.
You couldn't text me and say, "Hey, you send me a picture." I would have been like, "Yeah, I got you."
I bet I did what I did faster than when you would have responded. You're a busy man too, brother. Don't underestimate yourself. All I did was,
yes, sir.
I know, and you still had some premature dreads freshman year, but it's all right though.
Thanks. All right. Cool. And so, anyway, to close this thing out, we got the weekly pick'ems. So first game, Colts at Browns.
Mm-hmm. I like what Phillip Rivers been doing. Mo Alley Cox looks to be his new favorite weapon. Jonathan Taylor. Colts O-line is the most – they've had the longest stretch of consecutive games played in the NFL. 30 starts consecutively. No other team has more than 3. Give me the Colts. Knock the Browns off their high horse.
Yeah, the Browns haven't won a game against a team with a winning record yet. I don't think that's going to change. Give me the Colts by 4.
I'm taking the Colts because they have a top 5 defense. I think they're going to make it life difficult for Baker Mayfield in the run game and in the pass game. So I'm rocking with the Colts. So next game, we got Bucks at Bears tonight.
10 minutes ago it started. Tom Brady had 5 to 6 touchdowns last week. The best 42-year-old football player out there right now. Gronk hasn't been as big as a factor for as expected, coming out of retirement and all that.
Well, O.J. Howard's hurt now, so might be a bump for Gronk.
I didn't know that. So that's good. So, yeah, I'm just like, exactly. So I was about to say, I figure he's ready to pop.
Out too.
For real? So it's just him and Mike Evans home.
Yeah.
Tonight seems like the best night. Let me see the score right now. I bet.
Stop cheating. I'm taking.
No, you can't
you said cheating, my boy. It's the first quarter.
I'm taking the Bears. I'm taking the Bears.
I'm taking the Bears too, bro. Brady can't beat Foles, bro.
Let me see.
Brady can't beat Nick Foles. Give me the Bears by 3.
Exactly. So next game up, we got Bills at Titans.
Hey, before we do that, Josh picked the Buccaneers, bro. Before he started trying to cheat.
Yeah, I got it.
I already picked the Buccaneers.
All right, making sure.
It's still 0-0, but you're right.
All right. So next game up, we got Bills at Titans.
Go first, Vance.
Give me the Tennessee Football Titans, bro. I gotta go with my team, bro.
Who
would I be to go against them?
Somebody with a mind for a team that's taking 2 weeks off.
All right, bro. Y'all can go with that overrated team. When they disappoint y'all in the first round, don't be saying anything.
Hey, this is not the playoffs right now, though. So I don't got nothing invested in them.
Week 5, brother.
I was about to say, for real.
They're just gonna let y'all down. They're gonna be 12-4 going to playoffs and lose.
Okay, that's cool.
Exactly.
It's not like I have anything invested in them.
One of the 4 losses is gonna be against the Titans.
I think he's trying to tell me it's my turn, Vance. You can be quiet now. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, Josh Allen is playing like one of the best young QBs in the game. He looks like a baby Roethlisberger. Diggs has added a new element to this Bill offense. Hey, bro, go look at some Josh Allen highlights and see what he's been doing to defenders, bro. He out there really.
When has Ben Roethlisberger ever ran with the ball?
Bro, stop acting like that. We're not talking about Ben Roethlisberger right now.
He was okay. There you go.
That's why we're not letting you talk, Josh, bro.
Exactly. Man,
y'all need to review y'all history.
Man,
y'all think Ben Roethlisberger is big for no reason.
Do you think we'll do a Jets game this season, Nick? for a pick 'em.
Maybe they play the Giants.
Maybe they play the
Exactly.
Giants.
Battle of MetLife.
My pick is the Bills. My pick is the Bills. Continue on now.
Imagine playing for rights to a stadium where everybody get hurt at. Like everything about the New York is just bad.
I stated that my pick for the game was the Buffalo Bills. We can move on now. No need to, dance.
Hey, you know what make it worse, man?
What?
Joe Flacco starting their quarterback for them.
I got midterms. We can hurry this up a little bit. I have academic responsibilities to attend to while y'all are playing.
Joe Flacco. You're right, bro.
He won a whole Super Bowl. Like, why are y'all laughing? I'm not understanding. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Kaepernick was still in the league when he won the Super Bowl.
Hey, bro, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Nothing. Shout out to them boys, Dane Green, Mekhi Becton, number one.
But come on.
First round draft pick, left tackle, him and the edge rushers all day. He really the reason Nick Bosa got hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mekhi Becton, we see you out there working. We need 4 more like you, baby.
We're not
say whatever what you was gonna say.
So next game we got Vikings at Seahawks.
You go first, Nick.
Yeah, Seahawks. Russell Wilson on a mission this year. MVP rush.
I need Seattle to do good for my fantasy team. DK Metcalf has been a pretty good the first 5 weeks throughout the season. Russell Wilson probably is the best the MVP right now at this very moment. The Vikings are excited. They got Dalvin Cook has been going federal the past couple of weeks. Justin Jefferson looks to be elite. Adam Thielen doing Adam Thielen things. But, yeah, I think I like Bobby Wagner, Maul, and the Hawks for this one.
Ooh, give me the Vikings in a shootout. I'm liking the way Adam Thielen and Jay Jettis have been looking on the outside. Dalvin Cook's running the ball good. Seattle's defense been kind of suspect. They had a couple of injuries. Bruce Irvin and then now Jamal Adams, he's injured. Give me the Vikings by 3.
How y'all gonna let me pick and y'all gonna hear me say it and then y'all gonna well, y'all are not my friends.
What you mean?
Keep going.
All right.
Y'all definitely heard me say Bobby Wagner and Jamal, and then nobody want to say, "Oh, he's hurt. He's not playing this week, Josh."
I mean,
I could have taken that into consideration for my pick.
I mean,
does it change your pick? You can still change it, bro.
It's the principle as
you told me to be quiet. Remember, that's what you told me.
But I was just being quiet. I was just gonna let you be wrong. I wasn't gonna tell you that your face. I wasn't gonna tell you your former best player on your team that don't play for y'all no more was hurt.
I told you I have midterms to attend to, Mr. Hayes. If we could get through this.
Oh, my bad. Okay,
with
so
an expedition pace. Thank you.
Last picking game, Chargers at Saints. I'm rocking with the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert gets his first win as a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, he kind of took Tyrod Taylor's spot, as the Brisk QB.
I mean, Tyrod ain't healthy yet, so you're wrong.
Oh, okay. Appreciate that. But, with the rookie quarterback, it's supposed to be shaky. But, I think that who did the Saints play last week? They played the Raiders. They lost. They've been out of sync these first beginning of the season. That's not out of the norm for them. But it's still concerning. Is it in LA or is it in New Orleans?
In New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans. It's last week. They played the Lions last week.
Yeah, they beat the Lions last week.
Come back to me last. Y'all say y'all stuff first.
Okay. I think Mike Thomas, he might be back this game. Is that a possibility?
It's a possibility.
Yeah. Give me the Saints by 9, 39 to 30.
Now, Josh.
Oh, I was gonna let you go, but it's all right. I'm gonna steer.
I already went.
Oh, you did, right? You right. Hey, relax, brother. Relax. Black Lives Matter. They're playing in New Orleans. Cam Jordan has been unusually quiet for the Saints. It's actually been the Saints got their own little version of J.J. Watt that they've been deploying. That's been replaced in Marcus Davenport. I think Derwin James is hurt. Also, he's not.
He is.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he was.
Achilles, I think.
I think that Sean Payton can rattle a rookie quarterback enough to squeeze out this win. So give me the Saints.
All right. And so that concludes it for this episode, guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, stay active on our Twitter, do everything y'all got to do. And so y'all stay safe out of here.
Coming out. By the time Nick posts, a new Instagram will be out. Follow us, No Rap Cap Sports, on Instagram. You know, tell a friend. Now, you know you got that cousin calling you from jail. You only got one call, so you might as well tell them something important, like listen to No Cap Sports podcast, bro. You know they not doing nothing. Speaking from personal experience, there's not a lot to do. So yeah, they can pick up something new. You know, pick up a new podcast, and they'll thank you for that. I bet they'll thank you for that.
Yeah, so make sure y'all stay safe out here, and we out here.
Yeah.